The shiur is dedicated L'zecha Nishmas Rachaleya Bas Chaim Tzvi. Last shiur, we began to discuss the perek of Hallel. We spoke about the makar, the source for Hallel. We mentioned the Gemara in Shabbos, that the Gemara presents a contradiction between two Mamar Chazal. One Chazal that indicates that Rabbi Yossi contended, Yehi Chelkim Gomri Hallel B'chol Yom, let my chelik be with those who say Hallel on a daily basis. And the other Chazal indicates what seems to be a contradiction. Kalom Hallel B'chol Yom Harizim Mechayim from a Gadef. One who says Hallel on a daily basis is guilty of blasphemy. The Gemara resolves the contradiction in a very straightforward and very fundamental kind of way. The Chazal that indicate that one should say Hallel every day refers to Hallel P'sukah de Zimra. That's the Hallel that we recite on a daily basis in our daily tefillos, that praise Hashem Yisbarach for His handiwork in Teva, for the majesty, the beauty, the grandeur of the Ribbon Shalom's unbelievable coordination of the natural universe, of nature, and all that is contained therein. There, of course, we speak about the snow, sheleg, we speak about the sun, and the moon, and the sky, and the stars, and all the other organisms that Hashem Yisbarach created, b'chvodo u'v'atzmo. That's something which is desirable on a daily basis. However, the Gemara that speaks of shiur v'giduf, that's an act of blasphemy, to say Hallel on a daily basis, refers, of course, to the Hallel HaMitzri, which actually has its source in Kuf Yud Daled, the second paragraph of the Hallel that we say on Yom Tov, and Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkos, that begins with the words B'tzeis Yisrael mi Mitzrayim, Beis Yaakov mi Am Loez, speaks about Yitzias Mitzrayim and all the wonders associated with it. So that obviously intrinsicated Nisim Gluyim that the Rebbeinu Shalom performed for us, L'mala Miderach HaTeva, supernatural kind of miracles, and that's something that the Gemara says is considered to be an act of shiur v'giduf. We also spoke about the notion, which of course is embedded in the first paragraph of Hallel, Kuf Yud Gimel, Hallelujah Hallelu Adei Hashem. We spoke about the different mechayvim of Hallel that the Gemara has in Erchin. In order to say Hallel, one has to have a moed, a day which is characterized as a moed, as a Yom Tov, as a Chag. One also has to have a day that has an Isur Malacha associated with it, a prohibition of work, abstention from work. Work is interdicted, is forbidden, and of course that would exclude Rosh Chodesh, where there is no Isur Malacha. True women have accepted upon themselves not to do Malacha Rosh Chodesh, but at best, the meaning of Rosh Chodesh is to say Chatzi Hallel. We also spoke about Hallel having another Mechayev, namely a nest that occurs, and that's relevant to Chanukah, relevant to, obviously, the Hallel we recite on Chanukah. We mentioned why we don't recite Hallel on Purim. The Gemara has in several places in Shas 3 reasons why Hallel is not recited on Purim, and that takes place in Chutz La'aretz. The Gemara also says Kriyas Zui Hilula, that the Kriyas HaMegillah itself constitutes the Hallel. Reading the Megillah is a kiyum of Hallel to Hashem Yisbarach. And finally, Akati Adach Asher Shanan, since we are still paying taxes, therefore we cannot say Hallel. And we also spoke about a very famous Avhaigon who distinguishes between two types of Hallel, two genres of Hallel, Hallel Shel Kriya, Hallel Shel Shira. And we mentioned that the Hallel that we say every Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkos, that Hallel is a Din D'Rabbanan, and that Hallel is in effect being recited Zeicher to the Nisan that occurred way back when, on Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkos. Mashenkein, the Hallel that said B'Shas Hanes is Hallel Shel Shira. And this would explain the Hallel that is recited at nighttime. This is what the Briskelov, Zecher Tzadik D'Bracha, noted in his Chidushei Agriz on the Rambam, commenting on that Avhaigon, that on Pesach night, in the fact that we were transformed from Abdei Paro to Abdei Hashem, and we witnessed unbelievable Nisim and Niflos, the Leil HaSeder, that night is the Mechayev of Hallel. The Balamor also notes, one of the great Rishonim, and this is found in the Balamor himself, in Maseches Tainis, and it's also mentioned by Haggadah that's called Ma'aseh Nisim, a beautiful Haggadah written by the Nesivos HaMishpat, the author of the Nesivos HaMishpat, a classic work on Choshen Mishpat, Rabbi Yaakov Milisa, that there also the Gemara speaks about in Maseches Tainis of Taniyos that were enacted because of Kshamim, because of a situation of drought. There was no rain. And the Gemara indicates that at one point rain came, and they went to shul at nighttime, and they had a Suda, and they said Hallel, and the reason why that Hallel was warranted because that's Hallel Shel Shira. That's Hallel B'Shas HaNes. And we indicated that Hallel is not subject to the classic canons of Hallel, the classic rules of Hallel, the regulations. The Gemara says in Megillah Daf Chaf,